Hey guys, so this is Selena Gomez inspired makeup. I wasn't going to do Demi and Miley without doing Selena because you just don't do that. You have to cater to the needs of everybody because everybody has their favorite. Mine's personally is probably Demi. But anyways, this is inspired by it, and it is a purple look that she is wearing in a picture where she is with Demi when they were filming a princess protection program. They're both holding a lip gloss and she has like this purple look on, and it's a purple with a wing, and then it has like a bronzy brown in the crease. So I didn't like her, except I add a little bit more purple to the crease. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. It's really cheap, costs $4 all these eyeshadows. Honey, come here. Honey, come. Look it. Come say hi. Oh, she's adorable. Say hi. Look at Penny. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and take care. Bye. Say bye-bye. Sorry for the ambulance noises because I told you guys I moved closer to the city, so it was like constantly. But anyways, you're going to apply an eyeshadow base, and again, when you use drugstore products, you need an eyeshadow base because the pigmentation isn't going to pop out as well, and it has like a tendency to crease. So anyways, I'm going to be using from Scandalous their eyeshadow base. I'm totally hit pan on this. I have to order a new one. And you put your eyeshadow base all over your eyelid, around your tear duct, and along your lower lash line. Now from e.l.f. I'm going to be grabbing this Wisteria color. It's a really pretty purple, light purple. And I'm going to grab this eyeshadow brush from Target. It's from their Studio Tools. And I'm just going to be putting this on my eyelid only. I'm grabbing the same color and I'm putting this along my lower lash line. The thing about this eyeshadow is that it kind of rubs off really easily. So if you have like a purple cream eyeshadow base, you can put that on so that the color will stay better. But it just has a tendency to fade on the lid. You know, it stays well on the lower lash line probably because you're not blinking a lot. But it does have a tendency to fade. The next color we're going to be grabbing is from Sally Girl. It's Champagne, the color I always use for my highlight. I'm grabbing the 224 from Sigma. This is the travel size brush, and I'm applying that to my brow bone. Just blending it in. With the same brush, I'm going to go in and grab this color from Sally Girl called Golden Bronze. It's a bronze color. And I'm just applying that into my crease and blending it toward my brow bone. Now I'm going to be grabbing this purple color from Sally Girl, and there is no name on it, but it's like the only purple they have in their baked eyeshadow collection, and it's a like purple like Barney. And the thing about these baked eyeshadows, if you're not using like a hard applicator, if you're just using a soft eyeshadow brush that's like fluffy, it's hard to get the color off. So what I have to do is I have to kind of scrape it first, scrape some shadow off so it's loose. And then I grab my brush and grab some of the color. So I'm going to be using the 217 travel size from Sigma. I'm going to pick up that color, and I'm just going to blend this right into the crease. So I want it to be the champagne color, the golden bronze, and then this purple in the crease. I'm sorry, my bangs. Just blend that. I'm going back with my 224 and blending the purple and the bronze color together. Now I'm grabbing the 219 from Sigma, travel size again, and I'm picking up the champagne color and I'm putting this around my tear duct. With that small eyeshadow brush, we're going to be taking this purple again, and we are applying that to the end of the lower lash line. So just the end. Now you need to get a liquid eyeliner and an angle brush. You can use the applicator that liquid liners usually come with, but it's easier to use an angle brush. And I take my angle brush and I grab some of the product. And then I use my angle brush to make the winged eyeliner. The way you do a wing with your eyeliner is you like follow the natural line that your lower lash line's making. So you just pretend that you're following the line that this is making, and right there, that's where you're gonna put your wing, and that's gonna give you the most natural wing instead of like going too far out and stuff. This will give you the perfect wing. So follow the natural line. See, just like that. You don't have to bring it out that much. I wish I didn't bring it out that much, so I'm gonna have to fix it, but that's how you get the wing you want. Then you just line your lash line. Once you lined your lash line, what you start to do is you start to make it thicker at the end, and the lines have to meet up to that point. So this is what I mean. You start making your line thicker at the end. You want the inner corner of your eye to be thin, and as it gets farther away, it gets thicker. So you see it's thinner in the inner corner, and as it goes out it gets thicker. So that's how you want to do your wing. She like normally has winged eyeliner. Now get a white eyeliner pencil and put that in your waterline. The one I am using is from Sally Girl. From L'Oreal, I'm using their voluminous carbon black mascara, and I'm just applying that to my top and my bottom lashes. If you're afraid that your bottom lashes are going to get clumpy when you put mascara, just kind of dab it on. You know, don't totally swipe like this, like me. But you know what? Even if they're a little bit clumpy, I still think they look better than when you have eyeshadow in your eyelashes. So anyways, I'm applying this to my lower and upper lashes. Next, for the eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell Lash Grip eyelash adhesive. You can get this from Walmart for like $2.97. And then e.l.f. fake eyelashes, and they're the dramatic eyelashes. And I'm just going to apply these to my eye. Make sure the glue is applied evenly. Look down into a mirror when applying your fake eyelashes, because that way you can really see what you're doing. Always make sure that the outer corner and the inner corner are pressed down, because those are the parts that fall off first. Then apply mascara to your fake and natural eyelashes again, so that way they blend in together. Then you want to fill in your eyebrows. Selena Gomez, out of like all three, Miley and Demi, her eyebrows are like always, I guess you can say, strong, probably because she has the darkest hair of them all. So anyways, I'm just going to use an angle brush again, and I'm going for a shade that is lighter than my natural hair color. And if you go lighter, like a shade lighter, you're going to be fine. If you go a shade darker, you're going to be fine. But if you go like 2 shades lighter, 3 shades lighter, it's going to be noticeable. So always go a shade lighter or a shade darker. So I'm going lighter, and I'm just filling in my eyebrow hairs with an angle brush. And usually when you apply the powder, you want to start where your arch is, because that's where you want it to be darkest, and then you go downward, and then you eventually fill in the hair that's in the inner part of your brow, and you always go in the direction your hair grows in. So And now I'm just applying it to the inner part of my brow. And like, you want to apply it in the direction your hair is growing in. So in this case, my brow hair right here, it grows upward but in an angle kind of like this. So I'm just gonna apply my strokes doing that. So like this, like curving it. Always go in the direction your hair grows in, because that's gonna look the most natural. For the face, Selena usually wears it dewy, like a dewy face. So you take your foundation and you take a makeup sponge. The foundation I'm using is from Neutrogena. It's their skin clearing oil-free makeup in medium beige. And you take a makeup sponge and you wet it. You don't want it like soaking wet, but you do want it wet. And you put your foundation on the back of your hand. I'm just using about that much. And you glide your sponge in it and you apply that to your face. And that's going to give you that dewy look. When you use water when applying your foundation, it does make the foundation more sheer, which means that it's not going to be total full coverage. So if you want full coverage, you don't really want to do this. In that case, you should just buy a dewy foundation. But if you don't really need full coverage, it's really easy, to make any foundation dewy. Just get a makeup sponge, wet it, and there you go, dewy foundation. Now you're going to get a matte bronzer. This is from Physicians Formula. It's their multicolored bronzer. And you're going to get an angle brush. She usually doesn't wear like a sun-kissed makeup. It's usually just like her natural skin color, but dewy. So in the picture, she's tan. And I think that's because she was recording the Princess Protection Program in Puerto Rico in that picture, and that's why she's tan. So I'm not going to do an all over tan like she has in the picture. I'm going to do more of what she usually has. So you're going to grab your bronzer and an angle brush, like a contouring brush. This is from Sigma and it is their 168. This is their travel size. There's hair popping that way. Anyways, and you're going to grab some of the bronzer. I'm going for where the lighter part is. I don't want to go for this darker part. Just going to grab some of the lighter bronzer. And you are going to apply this on your cheekbones, but you're starting below your cheekbone, like if you're contouring, and then going up towards your temple. So make a fishy face. And I'm applying it more just at the end, not going all the way down, just at the end. Then I'm going to blend the color up toward my temple and forehead. Then I'm blending it downward toward my jawline. And make sure you get it in your hairline, the bronzer. Just blend it all out. And just dust a little bit of bronzer on your chin, just at the bottom of the chin. A little bit. So you have this really dewy skin, but you have a little bit of bronzer in your face to give it more dimension and a little bit more color, but it's not a total sun-kissed look. Now get a light pink blush, and I'm using from Sally Girl. It's called Sia. It's really light pink, and this is the 150 from Sigma. And I'm applying that to the apples of my cheek and blending it out toward my temple. The thing is, it's good to get a blush that has shimmer in it. If it doesn't, just add your own. But anyways, I'm applying that to the apple of my cheek and blending it out. And now just get a lipstick that is like your natural lip color. It could be a little darker, a little lighter, just something that is around your natural lip color. So from NYX, I'm going to be using Tea Rose. It's just a pink lipstick that is around my natural lip color, except it is a little bit darker. Just applying that to my lips.